What up, y'all? It's your boy Dawson from D&D TV. Thanks for rating, commenting, and subscribing. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into this story. Now, this story takes place down here where we live, down here in South Florida, particularly in the Miami-Dade area of this young man right here. This is Malcolm Nicholas Jr., who was a high school basketball star. He went away to college and just recently came back to visit his grandmother and was gunned down in the streets of Miami-Dade. Now, police are looking for the person who murdered this young man. I'm going to let y'all watch this video, and Denise and I will be back with our commentary.
Off the top at 6, the mystery surrounding the shooting death of a former local high school basketball star. Malcolm Nicholas Jr. is being fondly remembered tonight. The Miami Senior High School graduate was back in town visiting family members when his life was suddenly cut short. CBS 4's Oralia Ortega is live at Miami Police Headquarters in downtown Miami with the latest. Oralia?
Elliot, City of Miami Police say they have very little information to go on right now. They say it was their shot spotter technology that first alerted them to the shooting, and they are now turning to the public for help in finding whoever's responsible. An investigation is underway after a fatal shooting that claimed the life of 19-year-old Malcolm Nicholas Sunday night in Overtown. Police responded to the area of Northwest 5th Avenue and 17th Street shortly after 7 o'clock.
Fire rescue was dispatched. He was transported to JMH Trauma, where he was pronounced deceased by medical staff there.
CBS 4 News has learned the victim played basketball at Miami Senior High. His former coach, who's known him since he was 6 years old, says Malcolm was attending school out of town and was visiting his grandmother when he was shot. He says he had a promising future.
He was a really skilled kid, and we can see that, and everyone can see that at a young age. He was really skilled. From the time he would come around to the summer camps.
Condolences poured out on social media as people learned about the shooting. One tweet read, quote, "Very sad day for Miami-Dade basketball. The loss of Malcolm Nicholas Jr. is difficult to bear. Prayers to families. God's gift 2017. We love you, son." Another one read, quote, "Even today, we raise our hand against our brother. We have perfected our weapons, our conscience has fallen asleep, and we have sharpened our ideas to justify ourselves as if it were normal to continue to sow destruction, pain, and death. Violence and war lead only to death," end quote. City of Miami Police are asking for the public's help in catching whoever's responsible.
If anyone was in the area during the incident, we are urging them to contact our police department or Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers.
And that number to Crime Stoppers, 305-471-TIPS. Live in Miami, Oralia Ortega, CBS 4 News.
Hello, welcome to another exciting edition of the Dawson and Denise Show. I'm Denise.
I'm your boy Dawson.
And we are here to touch on, this violence that's going on in Miami. Mm-hmm. And we know that there is a problem, but we want to, try to figure out a solution. So go ahead and just tell them the latest case of what has happened.
Well, there was a former high school basketball star, Malcolm Nicholas, who was from Miami. He went away from college, and he went away to college, and he came back, I guess, this past weekend just to visit, and he was gunned down. And it's really sad because we're constantly hearing more stories like this, not only in Miami, but in Fort Lauderdale and West Palm, and many places around the United States of, kids with bright futures ahead of them who are doing something, who are going somewhere, and the gun violence that's not only plaguing us, abroad, but in the United States. I mean, something's got to be done. And this young man's life was lost, and they're looking for the person who did it. Will we ever find out who did it? At this rate, we don't know. We still have tons of other cases down here in South Florida of innocent children who have been basically slaughtered in the streets, and the killer is still on the loose.
And these are our kids, y'all. Like Dawson said, just coming home to visit your grandmother. You're on your way back to school, back to college. You're thinking you beat the odds. You made it out. You're thinking you're okay. And you just come home for a weekend and you never return to where, you came from. And it is sad, and we just want not only to help the police and say whoever has any information, please contact you know, your Miami-Dade police, but to come up with solutions. Let us know. Like, we're gonna sit here and try to figure some things out, because like I said, we could talk all day about the problem, and enough is enough. We're losing our young men, our young women to violence,
senseless violence,
violence they don't even know is coming their way. Like, so,
and it's sad because you can be out. I mean, there's so many things to do in South Florida, just being out with friends, hanging out. But there are cases of people who were just standing outside in their front yard, kids who were just playing on the playground, and, you know, straight just drive by, and it's just constant. It's every other month. It's another story down here in Miami, or several stories of this senseless violence that's taking place, that's taking our young people. And it's like, we get the churches, they rally around. Somebody get out there and they sing a hymn. They say we need to take back our, and then it's the same rhetoric over and over again, and nothing's done. And what I want is for these local leaders, like we said, we're going to come up with some stuff here, and we're going to keep talking about these issues in the community in South Florida. But I want these local community groups, as well as these churches that come out, and you all get the photo op. You're there when the news people come,
or when it's a big hashtag.
Exactly. It's like, I want y'all to continue something, that keep it going. Just don't come out with, because you're gonna get your name here, and Bishop here is here, and, you know, Pastor so and so of this church. You got to keep this stuff going, because down here in South Florida, we're seeing this thing over and over again. And like this guy, his former basketball coach was saying how, you know, a good student he was, how he had a bright future and all of this. Tired of losing the good ones, man.
We need to take our streets back. We need to take our kids back. We need to invest more into them. We need to mentor them. We need to get them at the young age, and if they don't have a father in the home, become the father in the home. And I know it's hard sometimes, because, you know, at once we, you know, were a village, when they said it took a village, but then you have people say, don't say this to my child, you can't do this to my child. So I know it's hard, but we have to get away from the excuses and take our streets and our babies back.
We do, and we have to stop that no snitch thing. If y'all know it, if you know anything about this case, and I'm going to do some other cases that that people are looking for the suspects in these cases, y'all got to talk. Because what if this was your son? What if it was your brother? What if you knew this person? And the thing is people will sit there and know that your cousin shot this person, or your cousin was involved, and you or a family got to sit together. I'm sorry, if it was my cousin, my brother, hey, I got a conscience. Bro, go turn yourself in. Cousin, go turn yourself in, for real. I mean, this mess has got to stop, because like I said, we keep losing more young people, more people, period, to this senseless kind of violence, not only in South Florida, but around the world. Around the world. So our condolences go out to this young man's family and friends, and definitely y'all take care of yourself and each other. That's all I got to say on this.
And 2 families are going to be affected by this, because the other one got out of jail, and so it's crazy. So like Dawson said, take care of yourself and others, and we are signing off.
Peace.